things to like about this one, from every score being in double digits to defense beyond the arc. What to you is the most satisfying part of this win?
Well, I think two things. I don't think there's any doubt it was our best game of the year. And the two things where we played both ends of the floor well, and we played for 4 quarters. So I thought our fourth quarter to go and do what we did was outstanding. 30 assists, 7 turnovers. Our defense was great. It was flying around. That's 2 games in a row where our defensive effort has been really, really good. And if we continue like that and then play together at the offensive end of the floor, it was great. I told Zion at the end of the game, I thought easily his best game of the year if we're taking both ends of the floor. That's by far the best defense I have seen him play. He covered a lot of ground. He worked really hard. And then he and Brandon both, the 2 guys you go to, we know they're going to score points, but they each have 6 assists. Trust in their teammates. I mean, a lot of good things tonight with playing the way that we should play. Games like these are important because they show you the possibilities. And obviously in the second half, we shot the ball well, but in the first half, we didn't. And we were 3 for 14 from 3. We didn't shoot the ball real well, but we had the lead based on our defense, and we were playing right and getting the right shots, and we stuck with our game. So we need to keep this game in our minds and understand all the things that we did to win. You have to know why you win and know why you lose. And tonight is the blueprint for us.
You've talked an awful lot about defensive disposition. When it came to defensive accountability tonight, how would you grade your players, starting with the way Zoe covered Devin?
Look, I thought it was a team-wide and outstanding defensive effort. I really did. But Jen, I thought our defensive effort the other night was really, really good. When I watched the film, I thought our effort was outstanding. We got, Harrison Barnes made some tough shots, and then we didn't finish out the game by being able to guard De'Aaron Fox. But our effort was good, and we built on that tonight. So I'm encouraged by that.
Yeah, you kind of led into it, Coach. I was going to ask about the defense because I thought it was a carryover from the other night. Obviously, we didn't let Booker go off like Fox did, but I'll switch it to the offense. This is 2 games in a row now that you've kept the turnovers to a minimum. You had 5 going into the fourth quarter against Sacramento, wound up with 10, but you ended up in single digits tonight. Things were a whole lot better. Turn it over and see.
Well, there's no question. You give yourself a chance to win at least. If you defend, rebound, and take care of the ball, you're usually going to have a chance to win. And so there have been some good things. This game, I think, built on the game the other night. The difference was here we got 4 quarters. We were up 10 the other night. We were up 14 tonight, I think, going into the fourth, and it was just a different fourth quarter. So for 3 quarters, it was about the same, and we finished it better. That was the big difference tonight. And obviously, much happier outcome for us.
Hey, Stan, Christian Clark here. In your time around the game, have you seen anything that compares to Zion's ability to finish over the top of taller players?
There's some great finishers in our league, but yeah, he'd rank up there even as a young guy right now with just about anybody. He's got not only finishing over the top, he's got such great body control, and he takes a lot of contact, I still think he shoots about half the number of free throws he's entitled to, if that. But he's able to finish through contact, control his body. But the thing that I'm most pleased with him and with Brandon is, like I said, we know those guys are going to put up numbers. The question is, are you going to lead teams to wins? And that's a hard thing to do. You got to help the other guys and make them better. That's what the best players do. And the players that lead teams to winning play both ends of the floor, and they help their teammates. on both ends. And those guys did that tonight. And I think they've been making an effort to do that. But Zion's defense took a major step forward tonight.
Yeah, and that kind of led into my question, Stan. You said this was by far his best performance of the season. What was it about his game tonight that made you feel that way?
But is that Malcolm X? Who's on your mask? Malcolm X?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what I thought, but it's, it's a little distant here. I just wanted to check. Now I forget your question. What did I like about his defense?
This is overall performance. You said this is his best performance of the year.
Well, I mean, look how efficient he was shooting the ball, then 6 assists, and his defense was outstanding, because they put him in tough situations, right? I mean, Cam Johnson's a perimeter player and a great shooter, and there were times he was pulled in to help and had to close to the three-point line, and he was able to do that. His overall effort, his helping of other teammates, I thought tonight easily his best defensive performance. He's had a lot of great offensive performances. I just thought he was so under control tonight. Efficient scoring without forcing it and making plays to other people. And I thought Brandon was the same way. So when your two best players play that way, and I'm not just talking numbers, when they play that way defensively and offensively helping their teammates, you got a chance to be really good.
Hey, Stan, Scott Kusher with Noel.com. What did Lonzo do particularly well tonight, and how much does his game really impact how you guys play? It seems like when he has good nights, you guys are significantly better team.
Yeah, huge. You're right, Scott. I mean, absolutely huge, because he's a guy with the ball in his hands, controlling the action. And when he's taking care of the ball, making good decisions, he's under control, and then obviously knocking down shots, shooting the ball with confidence, our offense is going to be better. And look, he's really good defensively. I mean, just really, really good defensively. And, like anybody in the league, you're going to get scored on some, but there's really nothing easy playing against Lonzo. He's got great size. He stays in great position. He's been very, very disciplined. I've been really happy with that. He's not gambling a lot. He's playing great position and just making guys take tough shots. Again, I was happy with everybody defensively, but I thought, he was really, really good. And then under control offensively. Yeah, a really good night.
Hey, Coach, this is Fletcher from NBC New Orleans. I know before the game you were asked about, the statistics of teams that pack the paint in the three-point shooting this season. Tonight, I think Phoenix only shot like 22%. Was it, obviously you talked about your defense, was it a cold night for them? Did you all do anything differently? I mean, maybe just why were their numbers, in your opinion, down tonight?
Well, look, you have to, I think, be realistic when you're looking at this stuff. Yes, it was a cold night for them. But I do think if you watch the game, there were a lot of times where our closeouts coming hard ran them off the line. You saw guys starting to line up the three and then have to put it on the floor. So I was happy with what we did, but they very well could have made half of what they took tonight. I mean, but we did our job. The other night, Harrison Barnes made some tough shots. I thought we did our job closing on him too. I think 2 nights in a row now, our pick and roll defense has been what we would like it to be. It can obviously still get better, but it was what we would like it to be. But it doesn't mean some nights people aren't just going to light it up on you again. But our effort to get out to the three-point line by our entire team was drastically better tonight. Well, drastically better, but not drastically better than the Sac game. It's 2 games in a row where I've been really happy with our effort covering ground.
JJ finally did that onto the court. Just what went to that decision to put him back in rotation, and what did you see from him tonight?
I mean, I thought we saw a great veteran performance. I mean, tough, smart, moves without the ball, makes shots. I mean, yeah, he can really, really, really help us. And, we got him back in there. He'd obviously had a little bit of rest, probably more than he would like. but he'd had a little bit of rest and came back and played really well, gave us a big lift. So, we went a little older tonight. Our average age jumped a lot by playing him and by playing Billy. So we're up there almost like middle age now.